Hi everyone, I hope everyone's well. I'm glad to be back doing another video for you. I hope you've been enjoying them. If you have any ideas or would like me to do any form of discussion or activity, please let me know your thoughts and I can try and come up with an idea or a recording or an activity or a discussion of something that you might want to discuss. So it's Wednesday and we're going to be doing another Psalms walk. I know it's getting a bit more cooler, but that doesn't stop us from going outside. If you walk to school, that is a perfect time for you to do it. If you don't walk to school, that's fine. Maybe in the afternoon you can go for a little walk with your family, parents, maybe your siblings. If you don't, maybe you can do it in your garden, or if that's not possible, then do it around school if you can. Or this one you could even do in your street if your parents allow you. Please make sure you're safe and you speak to your adult before you do anything. So before you go onto your psalm walk today, I want you to pray to God and ask God to meet you along your walk. Take in all his creation around you. It is a phenomenal thing, and I go on every week about how amazing God's creation is, because it really is. Right, so this Psalms that we're doing today is Psalm 72. Praise his glorious name forever. Let his glory fill the whole world. Amen and amen. So last week, if you watched the video, we said that amen means you're in agreement with what's being said. So this Psalms was written for a king. It's written as a prayer for a king. And as you walk around, take time in covering your local area. So it may be your street, maybe your block. Maybe if you live in a complex, you can do like a block of flats. You can do it around your block of flats. And pray for the leaders within your community. So that's leaders at church. It's leaders at school. It's leaders of the Reading Borough. It's leaders of the country. Pray for local leaders. So it's the leaders in our area. So it could be church leaders, and it could be the government, or your school leaders. In verse 3, it says, "Let there be peace on the mountains and goodness on the hills for the people." So at the moment, there is a very strange time we're living in, and there's a major pandemic, and these leaders are having a really difficult time to try and make sure their people are staying safe, and that we are not, that we are still staying healthy. So we were in lockdown, which had a lot of impact on people's mental health and made some people really sad. And they need to think about all those so they can be there for everyone, really, but also making everyone safe. So what I want you to do is you're going to climb to the highest point on your walk. Do not make yourself unsafe. Do not do anything silly. Make sure that you still stay safe when you do this. And pray a blessing of God's peace and provision on your local community. And that's everyone in your community, your neighbors, your family, your friends, everyone in your community. And pray for justice and protection for all who live in your street and your town. So we need a lot of protection at the moment because of the pandemic we're living in. So this will be a perfect prayer to pray over them. If you don't get what I'm saying now, because I'm talking a bit fast, that's fine. At the end of the video, there'll be a little picture and you can pause the video and you can have a read or ask an adult to have a read for you. In verse 5, it says, "May they respect you as long as the sun shines and as long as the moon glows." So, look, it's not really sunny, but there is still the sun. I've said this before, that there has to be sun because it's daylight. So feel whatever heat the sun is giving off and look into the shadows that are formed by the light. So I like to make shadows with my hands on the wall. You can make a butterfly, you can make a little animal, you can make a dog, you can make dinosaurs. I like to do that with the sun and the shadows behind you or on the wall in front of you. Have a look at your shadow. Your shadow always follows you when the sun is shining. just look at the shadows formed by its light, and lift up in prayer those in leadership in your church, in your town, and in your nation. Pray that they would be a positive light where they work and create legacy of hope and blessing. So these are all the church leaders, our town leaders, and the nation leaders. And also pray that they would have a strong relationship with God, because with God, all things are possible. And during this time, we need God more than ever. And our church leaders need prayer, that they can keep on doing what they're doing, the amazing job that they're doing. The town leaders need prayer, and our nation leaders need prayer. And the last little bit that you're going to do is verse 16. It says, let the fields grow plenty of grain, and the hills be covered with crops. Let the land be as fertile as Lebanon, and let the cities grow like the grass in the field. So while you're on your walk, look at and try and find how many different types of grass and grain can you find on your walk. Now, if you can't find grain, so that could be like little dandelions or, yes, if you can't find any grains, find different plants what you can find. See how many different plants you can see. See how many different types of grass you can see along your walk. And just remember that all this was created by God, and these are fertilized by pollination and by all the different things that God has created for us to let the grass and the grain and the crops grow. I hope you have an amazing time doing this, and I really hope that when you do this, you really take in what's being said in each verse and why it's being said. That's what this is for. This is to help you think about what this verse might mean and how it can be impacted in your life. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you've got an idea or would like me to do some form of craft or teaching about a particular story in the Bible, or a discussion, maybe you've got a question for me to ask and you'd like me to do a little teaching, let me know if you've got any ideas or would like to see anything, and I'd love to do it for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.